Oh, there. How's that? Oh, yeah. Hey everybody, welcome to Maine. We already said that in our last video, but hey, we are at Bar Harbor, Maine. And
in Acadia.
Yep, and we're in
National
Acadia National Park. So we came to Acadia 2 years ago for a couple hours. We just ran around really quick.
Loop around.
Yep, and we did some things like Cadillac Mountain and a few things like that. So on this trip, we're actually doing a few different things. So we don't like doing the same things over and over on our videos. So we're doing something different, showing you guys a little bit more information about Acadia, some other views. We are right now. This is this is a beautiful view back here. This is the ocean, and right back up that way too is Nova Scotia. So we went up there a couple years ago too. Same time that we stopped here, we were on our way.
The little ferry on their way.
So, so when we were in Bar Harbor, they do have a ferry that goes from Bar Harbor to Nova Scotia. And so anyway, there's lots of islands out here, but this is the ocean behind us. There's just a lot of islands out in that ocean. In fact, Acadia and Bar Harbor are on their own little island. So we're on an island by itself. That's the fun part of this little trip that we're making today. Just checking things out, showing things around, seeing what's going on, what's changing.
And hopefully we'll get to a bike ride.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do that too. So let's go check it out. So this is interesting that we're actually taller than the lighthouse. This is the Bass Harbor Head Lighthouse. Yeah, very pretty. Look at all those islands. This is the walkway we go down to get to the cliff view of the lighthouse. All right, this is the cliff view. Worked my way down here. You have to crawl down all these rocks just to get the cliff view of the lighthouse right there. And Ninette's still up here. So I'm gonna have to take a picture for her because it's kind of treacherous getting down here. This one is the Tower View trail that we're going down right now. This is the bottom, and here's the lighthouse. So, nice close-up view of the lighthouse. And we can look out here over the ocean.
Put them down in the water with a stick or like.
And this is interesting. This is a private residence, no trespassing. And then this little sign down here, grass grows by inches and dies by feet. So please stay on the path. Here's some facts about this lighthouse. If you want to stop the video and just read through them, it's kind of interesting. The key ones here though is established in 1858. And they bought the land for $80. And it only cost them less than $5,000 to build it. This is the Wild Gardens of Acadia. We have a little map here of all the different things we're going to find. Bunch of different plants.
Flowers.
Yeah. Give us a little idea of what is in this park. This is a really big park, big area. They've got each area broken up into different sections. So these are all the little plants and things that they find on the mountain. And here it's Cadillac Mountain. That's the mountain we went to before. These are ones that are found on the beach. Look at their little beach display here. How about a crab cage? A lobster cage, I guess that's what that is.
Something moved in the water.
See, here's our lobster that they caught. We've been running into these little pesky things all over the place in the East Coast here. Ticks. What should you do about ticks? I got one of those ticks right on my hind end, right where I sit. And he was really in there good. And so when Ninette got him out, then I had a nice little whelp there, and it's taken almost a month for that thing to go away. It itches like crazy, and what a pain in the hind end, literally. Look, this is the meadow area. All the different little plants and things found out in the meadow. They got this broken out really nice. It's kind of fun. This is, I guess, a woodcock bird. And it's little babies just wandering around here. Yeah. They're pretty tiny.
They're cute. Oh my gosh, I've never seen that kind of bird like that.
Yeah. This area here is referred to as Seawall Point. Looks like the tide is out right now, or going out. Look at that big sail ship out there, sailing out of that harbor. The ocean is always intriguing, all the cool things that you see out there. This area in front of us here is called Thunder Hole. So water comes shooting in there, and we're 2 hours below high tide. 3 hours. See if we get any action. Not a big wave, and it's not real windy today either, so all of that helps. Low tide and lots of wind. So here's this side of it. So the water goes rushing way up into that cave right there. That's the noise that we're hearing. If we can get a big wave. Oh, see, it all goes out and it comes rushing back in. It might be the best that we get, I don't know. Oh, that was better. Although we don't want it to get too much better, we might get wet. Oh, there, how's that? Oh yeah. We did stop here 2 years ago at Thunder Hole, and I can't remember a lot about it, so we wanted to stop and see it again.
It's the ocean.
It's the ocean.
We like the ocean.
Yep, so it was pretty fun to see it, and you know, depending on the tide and the wind and everything, if it gets too wild, they close it, but it wasn't that wild today. Pretty good.
It was nice.
We are staying at the Narrows 2 campground. It's located in Trenton, Maine, and that's just a couple miles away from Bar Harbor and Acadia. But look at this cool view. We have an ocean view from our window. Here's the water's in, tide's in, and then this is what it looked like when the tide's out. So anyway, anytime you come to Maine, you have to at least have some lobster. This place is located right across the street from our park. It's called the Luntz Lobster Pound. They have this little placemat. It's kind of cool because it gives you instructions on how you eat a lobster and what you can eat and things like that. And then, of course, here is us getting our lobster. It's a 1 1/4 pound lobster, so it was really good.
Can you see it? I don't think you can see it.
Yeah, this is Hadbrook. Hadlock Brook Falls. So it was flowing a lot faster the other day because it rained for a day, and of course it's cooling down a little bit now, so not as much water running, but hey, we found a waterfall. Woohoo! And we're on this cool trail. They have these cool bridges all along the creek and everything. Look at this one. This was built in 1926. Wow. And it's just a pretty cool bridge. This is the Carriage trail. So they have a carriage, horses that pull a carriage back and forth on all these trails around Acadia. And bikers can bike around on those trails and you don't have to worry about getting hit by a car. So this is the other way. And really nice trails for biking, hiking, all that kind of stuff. But then in the season, which doesn't start for 2 more weeks here, they will have horses and pulling carriages around and giving carriage rides. But this is the actual Haddock Brook flowing here. Nice little bridge down there. And just flowing down the mountain here. So we are getting a little bit of a bike ride today, just on this nice trail. So we can at least get out in nature just a little bit.
And hopefully we won't get lost.
Yeah, and have some fun. I mean, there's miles. I mean, lots of
Miles
miles.
and miles
Lots of
of
miles.
trails.
16, 20 miles of trails. So you got to pay attention to the map just a little bit. But you can see there's other people out here biking also. Look at that porcupine wandering up the hill right there. Yeah, he's still hiking up there. Yeah, pretty cool. It kind of scared him.
Very nice trail.
Well, we got to see the falls and got to see the porcupine. That was cool.
He's a
We've never,
big guy.
yeah, we've never seen a
Had to yell back,
porcupine.
don't hit him! He'll get you.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to see him in the wild.
Yeah.
Anyway, this has been really fun visiting Acadia again, and this
And it's cold
concludes.
again.
Yeah, it's kind of, we had to stop here in the sun next to this lake.
Oh,
They call it a
Had-
pond.
Haddock Pond. It's
Had
more
a
like lake.
pond, but it's you know, sometimes it's a pond and it's really a lake, and sometimes it's a lake and no, it's
They
just
think
a
it's a pond.
pond. So,
Today they think it's a pond.
yeah.
We think it's a lake.
But anyway, we had fun just riding around
Yeah.
on these carriage trails.
Yeah.
It doesn't open up again until the middle of June, so we're still ahead. We're later than we was the last time we came through, but we're still too early. So anyway, someday we'll come up in this area of the woods a little bit later in the season.
Then it'll be
Especially,
too hot.
yeah, especially to see the color, changing colors at the end of the year. But then you're chasing the snow out of here.
Yeah.
So just can't seem to win, I guess. But
We
anyway,
won today.
yep, we've had a lot of fun.
No rain.
No
No
rain.
snow.
No rain the
It's
last
just a little
couple.
cold.
Yeah, a couple days, so it's been
Yeah,
great.
it's cold. We're
Yeah.
on a bike ride. Yeah.
So anyway, thanks for coming along. We're going to go ahead and close out the video, and this ends our time in Maine. We are now at the most eastern portion of our trip, and so we will now be heading out west from here. So the west we go, west we go. So anyway, we'll talk to you later. So you guys all take care. Bye.